Welcome to the stream, everyone. Woo! All right, late night streaming. No introduction for these streams. This is Texas Hold'em. I'm going to go ahead and play this hand. 7 and 10 of spades. This is Van Pebble, and we are streaming nighttime stream. Little poker. These are fun streams because I'm actually technically I don't have to work tomorrow. I have to go to a fucking meeting tomorrow. Yeah, a meeting. It's only a 2 hour meeting and you get paid for it, but it's still like you still have to be there, which kind of sucks, but it doesn't really suck. I don't mind. I like what I do. But anyway, we tried streaming earlier today. We actually streamed a couple games. That's a little bit too much money. I'm out of that one. We actually tried streaming earlier today, and we streamed a game called The House of Da Vinci 2, and got to now this is a problem that happens in video games from time to time. So some of these games you get to a point for whatever reason where it's not letting you advance to the level. It's glitching. We call it a glitch. And it's really hard to get past the glitch. And I'm very close to finishing the game. So it was actually a real bummer. A real bummer. Here we go. We got two players playing some pretty big money here. Let's take a look at this. So there's a flush on the table. And this guy's clearly got the bigger flush. Yeah, that guy didn't even have it. Oh, I wonder if he didn't have that. Oh, geez. Shows a weird hand. So yeah, we're playing this game. We're playing this game, House of Da Vinci 2. And couldn't finish it. It wasn't allowing me to finish, and it was getting really frustrating. And I thought it was like that I just wasn't playing very well, or I wasn't doing it well, or I wasn't. I thought it was my fault, and it actually turned out that for whatever reason, the game was just being glitchy. I tried like changing game pads, plugged another game pad in. Nothing was really working, so I just said fuck it, and so that was kind of disappointing. But I'm gonna play House of Da Vinci 3. There's also a game that really looks good, and it looks like it's just as good as those games. Where was that game? It's called. Let me find it. Let me find it. We'll find it in a second. But anyway, that game looks really interesting. Boxes or something. It's called Boxes or something like that. Yeah, that's it. Boxes. So that'll just be like I'll just play that, and hopefully that won't glitch on me. Or it's something about that game. That game series, House of Da Vinci, is really interesting. I really like this hand. I know it's a lot of money, but Ace 8 is usually good for me. Ah, I'll fold it. I want to play smart. I'm trying to play smarter. I'm trying to play nowadays. Forget what I was talking about before. So I'm trying to play nowadays. Oh, there's the ace, but that guy has ace. That guy has aces. So 2 aces. So he would have had me. He would have had me anyway. Um, I'm trying to play this game a lot smarter, as if I was like playing for real in real life, because I'm thinking about going. I'm not thinking about it. I got a bunch of like a little bit more debt that I got to pay off, and once I pay off that debt, I'm very close actually to paying it off. Now, once I do, I'm going to start going to a casino called, I think it's called Aces something, and it's actually a poker house in Seattle. Like in Seattle, the problem with poker is it's illegal online. You can't gamble online, so that's a major problem for a Seattle person. Gambling's illegal online. It's really hard to like do anything gamble wise in the city. So and then if you want to like go to a casino or you want to do cool stuff like you want to play like slots and stuff like that, I'll play this hand. You have to go really far away from the city. I'm pretty close to the city of Seattle. I'm kind of an urban guy. I've lived more in the urban areas than I do the suburban areas or the even the I would call it farming areas. I'm not close to that world. I'm closer to the city, and so I sort of have to live that city life, and that means you can't go to just casinos on a regular basis. It's not Las Vegas. It's like, I'm gonna fold it. I didn't feel like I had strong enough of a hand there. I probably had him beat though. Oh, okay. I didn't. So we have casinos, but they're hella far away, and they're like Native American run, which is cool. There's a lot of the Native American casinos, um, but the problem with those is they're so far away. And so for me to get there, it takes money. So I got to save up like a bankroll just to play recreational. I got fours on the board, and I'm waiting for that. That's not what I was waiting for, but that helped. I'm going to go all in on this one. I think I got this. I should have gotten more money for that. I had two cards. Should have given me more. I think we equally split that one. So that's kind of the strategy. Is like, the strategy for Van Pebble is get like a bit of a poker side. What's the word like hobby, and do it for real. Do it for real. Do it for the action. Do it for the fun. Introduce something new in my life, which this game has done. Which is why people criticize these games, because even though this game is free and it's not real money, people criticize like this makes you want to gamble, and it does. But I argue that if you're an adult and you're responsible, which I am, I think that gambling is a great pastime. It's seen as evil. It's seen as all these different things, and I could see why you could say that because it does cause people to have a lot of issues in their life. But for some of us, the whole point of life is to live on the edge, kind of a little bit. You know what I mean? Like it's sort of an interesting thing. So I'm playing a little tighter than I normally would. I'm not just going all in every time. And we got a nice little looking thing. We got 710K. That's not bad. We're still in this thing for sure. And this is a good hand here. Let's see how this goes. This is interesting. I'm not going to go all in on this. I'm going to go ahead and fold it. Playing smart. We're trying to play smart here. Okay, so this guy's okay. So I'm kind of seeing like, you know what? Fair enough. If the guy's getting great cards, look what we had. We had 2 and 10. We would have won this hand. We would have won that hand. And the thing is, that usually if I see somebody going all in, going all in, going all in, eventually I'll call it. But he has actually seems to be getting good cards. This is going to be an interesting one right here. This person just check. Okay, we're gonna check it. That doesn't really look good. Not looking too great. Okay, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna fold that. Yeah, so I got a meeting at work tomorrow for just like 2 hours, which is easy. But it's like I just want to enjoy my days off. It's like I devote. I was thinking about this yesterday. I was having like a conversation with myself, which I do. I think it's healthy to do, right? Because who else really wants to hear this bullshit anyway? That's why I stream, so I can selfishly talk about my shit. But it's like here's what it is. I give 5 days to this job. Ooh, they're all. Hold on a second. Ooh, nice. I give 5 days of my life. All right, so you had a pair of fours. I don't know what you're going all in for. Seriously. Um, that you know what that is? That's a 2.2 million person going. I'm gonna throw my money around. That's all it is. The things are pushing us around. They're in for a rude awakening. If I get the good cards, all right, this is my chance. Hopefully they'll try to push themselves around again, and then we got an answer for it. All right, I'm gonna go all in here. This could be our last hand. Who knows? Let's try it out. All right, okay. Jack Jack is looking good. Jack Jack is the hand. All right, give it a shot. We'll play another hand. We'll play another game. Either that, or we'll figure something out. There's a lot of cool games to play when I'm waiting for a poker game to start. All right, so we busted out. Let's play another 850K. Our money's a little bit low right now. We've been getting our asses handed to us in this poker thing lately. All right, this thing probably started up pretty quickly. So I'll tell you quickly about. So I work 5 days a week, right? I devote 5 days of my life where I go, I'm not doing anything on those days. I'm not planning anything on those days. I'm planning to show up for these days. I'm going to make sure I'm ready for the train, whatever. Right? I don't have a car, so I take a bus, take a train. I'm there on time every time. I leave like an hour and a half to 2 hours early just to get there on time. You know what I mean? And then I get 2 fucking days to myself. And they got to take one of those days, and they only do it once a month. That's the thing. It's only once a month, but it's still too much. It's too much. It's too much. They should do it on a webcam or something like that. Like this thing of like making us come all the way down there is such fucking bullshit, man. It really is horseshit. That's the best job I've ever had. You do stuff like that when you're like, hey, become an adult. You go, if this is important to me, then I will make the sacrifice. And by the way, I had this. I had it straight here. 10, Jack, King, Queen. I had it. I had it. Oh well. Too bad. I would never play those cards. Those cards are ridiculous. What did I have? Like a 10? It was a bad card. 10-3 or something. It was horrible. Okay. So we're still doing good though. We have 797K. The average of the table is about 800K. We just started this. I forgot this is a brand new tournament. But yeah, so the thing about work is like it can, if you really think about it, and this is the way I think about this. Like, I'm blessed, I'm blessed to have a job. I'm blessed to have a computer, that I can play games. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. You look at it like that. It's a very nice way to look at things. Like, I'm fortunate. And for some reason, there's that voice in the back of your head that always goes, yeah, but, and then you start having this other conversation. And I'm trying to silence that voice, but sometimes that voice is helpful because that voice tells you you're worth more than you're making. Keep trying. That voice helps you reach deeper. So I feel like it's kind of an interesting kind of balance between the voice that says I'm grateful, I'm happy, I'm content, I'm good. And then the other voice that goes, yeah, but like you shouldn't even have to go into the fucking work. You work 5 days a week. You're on time. You're like the only guy that's on time every time. You're probably the best worker there because you take it seriously. Because other people don't even consider it a real career or a job. You do. You take it seriously. I look at it like that, but then like I also go, yeah, I like that I'm having that conversation, but I want to limit that conversation. Like I'm glad we can talk about it here because it is like get it out of your system. All right, we're back. Live action. We have ace, of course. I'm guessing one of these other people have an ace as well. Probably not. I feel like they'd bet more if they did. I think what's happening right now is a flush draw for a lot of people. There's two clubs on the board. That can't have helped anybody. That doesn't surprise me. I'll call that. So what we're hoping for is no clubs. The 8 really helps us because we already had it. So now we have 2 pair. So now we're going to go all in. We're going to try to capitalize on this. 2 pair. There you have it. He had 2 pair also. Oh, that's huge. You had 2 pair also. Mine bigger. Nice. I had a feeling in that hand that the ace was not going to be enough. And I was right. Oh, this is a lot of money. Okay. Uh, I don't think if somebody bets, yeah, I don't, I'm not, I'm out of this one, I think. Yeah, I'm out of this one. Even though I don't necessarily think they have anything, but I just feel like ace jack, yeah, they probably have a pair of queens or something. Let's see. King nine. Okay, they had 2 pairs. They only had a king at the time, but that's a good pair. Wow, that's a nice hand. We're in good shape here. This guy's going all in. I'm going to call that. That would take me down to 1.9. Now it's between me and this other guy who's a baller. He's got a nice hand. He's out of it. So it's ace queen versus jack king. Let's take a look. I like my positioning here. All right. Still in good shape. Still looking good. It's a little scary, but yeah, nice. All right, that takes us to 1.95 million, and we're looking good. If only this was a tournament that was worth more money, I'd feel so much more awesome than I already feel. I feel pretty good though. Okay. Ace four. We got eights on the board. I think I played against this guy before. Go Bois. I played against him before, I think. So there's my 4 on the table. I'm going to go ahead and bet this one about Uh, about 257K. Just to show that I had something. There you go. Show people. Sometimes I like to do that to show people, like, hey man, take me for real. You know what I mean? I had a four. I wasn't just throwing my money around. Obviously, you have things. They had more money than I did at the time. All right, 5-3. I'm gonna go ahead and fold this. Yeah. All right. I don't really particularly like this table that much, to be honest with you. All right, whatever. King five of hearts. King five of hearts. Let's play it. I like the. Fold that. What a waste. What a waste. Oh, they had king six. So, all right, there's your king five. Probably would have won this hand. Oh, he had a flush. There you go. See, big blue house gone. Cool. So there's four people left. It was a good play. I wanted to play that last hand just to play it. I wanted to see the flop. To see the flop, I wasn't like really looking to go all in on that one. I wasn't feeling it, but I like having the same suit, and I think king is a very high card. Ace 5-4, 9 clubs on the board. 5-3, 30K is the ante, and 8, 9, 10. I'm out of this one. All right. So we're looking good. There's 4 players left. Everybody's pretty much close to a million. I've got closer to 2 mil, but that doesn't mean I want to play like a maniac. I want to keep playing cool, level-headed. I don't want to be betting 80K for this kind of thing. There's no reason for me to be hanging in this one. Just jump out of it. I feel like these guys actually are getting cards. Probably has a pair of nine. Probably has a trip of nines, triples. There you go. Sixes. This guy has tens. So yeah, these guys actually are getting real stuff. I was just playing based on position, but those guys had real shit. I actually like this hand, but this guy's been hot lately, and I don't really want to test him. I'm gonna go ahead and just fold. He's been the hot hand. Yeah, he's got something. We had a pair of nines here. Let's see if hijacks stays in this one. Okay. There you go. There's the ace. And he had a flush. So yeah, I can feel it. You can see it when a player is just getting it's kind of in a hot zone. They're betting big, but there's usually a reason for it. Some guys are just shitty players. Other guys are actually going based on like you have to trust it. I probably have the best hand so far right now, I think. So this is tricky. This guy's been betting a lot lately. This is the part where I actually follow through to see what I can do here. That doesn't surprise me. This guy's been betting a lot lately. I'm going to go ahead and follow through with this and bet and call this guy. I don't think he has better than an ace, and we're about to see. And we were absolutely right. That was a beautiful play right there. That's where that's what I thought was going to happen with that guy. Is exactly what. See, now this guy, I don't even. I'm going to call this. Um, I think I'm going to call this. Ooh. Ooh. This is not a good hand for us at all. Very bad hand. We lost a lot there, but we get rid of two a-hole players. See you later, guys. Guaranteed second place. I'm good with it. I think we're playing well, playing smart. Um, I kind of wish I played that a little bit differently, but the thing is, if you look at it like, if I didn't play that hand, I would probably still be playing right now, and I would have more money, and we'd be going head to head, me and this guy. Right now, I'm just trying not to die right away. He's got like 3-4 times more money than I do. What we can do though is get lucky and catch a card. If this guy's just gonna go check happy on me and check and check and check, I might be able to hit something. Like right here, I hit a 3. So there's a little money right there. It's not a lot, but 120K. But if we can get lucky and get a hit when he's not expecting it and get a big pot, we can get back into this thing. I've seen it happen before with these kind of tournaments. Oh, this is a nice hand. Just kind of limp in there. Come on, play with me, play with me, play with me. Stay with me, stay with me. All in. Hopefully he goes all in. Yes. Okay. Let's take a look here. All right, that's not good. Okay, that's it. I guarantee that's it for us here. All right. That was fun. That was cool. We made $1 million. I mean, we're not doing it we're doing it just to get the experience at this point. What I really want to play is these these $80 million tournaments, but I only have 90 million in the bank. So we're just going to go ahead and get out of here for a moment. And we're going to switch it up a little bit. What do you think? Let's check out a different game here. Let's check out. We've been playing for 30 minutes. Let's play a little. Let's mellow the fuck out. This is a bonus stream. Bonus content. That's what this is right here. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to the game Golf Club Nostalgia. It's a or Golf Club Wasteland, it's called also. It's a golf game. It's weird. We're playing the story. Um, there's no limitation on how many times you can hit it. We're basically just trying to get through every hole, and it's just a super chill game. It's a bonus stream. Let's go. Golf Club Wasteland. Here we are. I believe we're on hole. Let's see what hole is this? 25. So we got 10 more holes. So let's go for it. Here we go. All right, let's do it. there. Okay. Let's see if we can go. Interesting. Right. We could go there, then there, and then there. We could go here, here, and then here also. It looks really hard to get up there. So let's just go this way. There we go. Oops. Alright. There's also a pipe right there. Where's the pipe go? Oh, the pipe goes there. Alright, we could go in the pipe actually. Let's go in the pipe. Dude, what's the fucking problem here? Hold on. Shit. Okay. Okay. Ooh, nice. Nice. He was full of guilt and nostalgia. Bitcoin. All right, let's see what this one. Oh, okay. All right. So basically, boom, boom. Oh, it's pretty. All right. It's relatively easy-ish. All right. The tricky thing is the timing. This is going to be tough timing, actually. Yeah. Ooh, we made it through there. I thought that the mist would be a little tougher to shoot through. We could just shoot right through that. Okay, there. That's what I thought was going to happen. Ooh. That was really easy hole. Right into the goop. All right. Right into there. I wonder if we shoot it into this one. Will it? Not that one. Goop. Ooh, try. Oh, hard. That's what I was thinking. Perfect. So now we got to watch out for this. These guys right here. So we're gonna just go. This is actually kind of hard. So we're gonna just go like this. Tell you what we're gonna do here. We're gonna play pussy ball. And just go like that. And then go. Oh, Oh, that sucks. Okay. Oh, that's not so bad. We're just gonna land right there. Okay. All right. Little too hard. Let's go up. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Nice. All right. Okay. All right. Hmm. Oh, there's like a little. I see. Nice. Oh. Yeah. Apparently, the plot line is like. I guess I was one of the only people to have made it from Earth. There's like a plot. It's a weird thing. They're actually doing. There's actually a storyline to this, but I haven't really been paying attention to it because obviously I'm just playing a point and click game. But these are great games, man. And look, to be honest with you, you might go, "What the fuck?" Like, there's a lot of people that are gonna watch this stream, my streams, and you're gonna get it or you're not. Anybody who knows the solitary life of a guy who likes to play video games understands what I'm doing and understands how great these fucking kind of games are. It just takes you away from stuff. It lets you take a deep breath, chill the fuck out. It's not a guy who's smoking pot or drinking beer. I'm sober. I'm drinking some soda sometimes. We drink energy drinks. It's just this is my drug, man. These are the things that takes me away from the stressful world. It helps balance me, focus me, and they're just great fucking games. That wasn't. Oh no! Don't. Wait, how do I do this? Ooh, got him. There's a dragon in there. Yeah, this is a cool game. Cute game, cool game. Wanted to beat it. All right. Let's take a look at the whole complexity of the whole course here and the possibility of where we can go and where we're trying to go. All right. Oh, that's gonna. I see. I see. I see. I see. I see. Okay, gotcha. It's like you have to sort of, and that's just gonna swipe that right back. It's gonna swipe it right back. Okay, okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's go about. What do you say we go about halfway? Oh, that's a little too far. Way too far. Let's go about halfway. You know what I think like how I can explain my position in life in this whole stream and everything. Not that you have to explain everything all the time, but look, you look at the news and you watch people that are like, Puff Diddy and all these things. You go back and watch the stream. Maybe you go, oh, he mentioned like Diddy. That must have been 2024 or whatever, right? And you go, these people were doing all this extra shit when all they really could have been doing is like living an honorable life. Oh, this changes a lot, actually. I don't know how we're supposed to get over that. Oh, we have to shoot it through there? We have to shoot it through the paint thing? Hold on, hold on. Hold on, what I was saying. Oh, this is way hard. Oh, this is really hard. Hold on. I think we're going to try to hit. Okay, well, hold on, hold on. This is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Aha! Wait a second. So, anyway, what I was saying was I remember what I was saying. Oh, see, they're going backwards now. Look. That's what you wanted to do. So yeah, so when I think about like the crazy stuff in life, the reason why I'm not caught up in any of that shit is because I'm doing this. I'm spending my time playing this game, which is it silly? Yeah, it is silly. Is it serious? It's not serious. Could I be spending more time doing something more serious? Yeah, but the point is sometimes it's best to live that quiet life, whatever that quiet life is for you. Some of you are growing vegetables. Some of you are into, I don't know what you're into. This is what I do. I play video games. And then we started streaming it because we were like, yeah, that's fun. I have good intentions. I think I could put myself out there. So I don't have wild parties. I'm not running an empire of like, I'm not running a sex what is it called? Sex trafficking. I mean, people get into this craziness in life. I got news for you. Even if I was a guy that was like an XQC guy, and all of a sudden it's like, what is this? For some reason, people really dig this guy, and he's making $1 million, $1 zillion. I wouldn't become. That's not my life. This is my life. This is what I do. Look at that hole right there. Nice. What's the half life of uranium? But the pilot had other reasons he wanted to revisit his past. So I'm the pilot. They're sort of telling my story. Let's see what we can do here. We can either go down here, go down here, go down here, try to get it in that. We could somehow try to get it in this thing. Or we could come all the way down. We could do that. We could come all the way down and then try to hit it like this, bam, there, which really looks like a pain in the ass. Where's the actual hole? Where's the hole? Do we know where the hole is? It's got to be somewhere in the middle here. The fuck is the hole? All right, let's go. Holy shit. I don't see the hole. Oh, there it is. Woo. All right, how do we get to the hole? Right here. How do we get there? We'd have to kind of get down this hole here. So this is the way to do it. We can kind of go this way and then go down here. So let's do that. Since we don't have a limited amount of strokes, which we'll do next time. We were doing that for a while, but I felt like it was too hard. But now that we've been playing the game, that'll be the next challenge, is to do it like that. But for now, we'll just do this. All right. And then it looks like we can go. Oops, no, no, no. That's not what we want. We really kind of didn't want that. Let's see if we can do this still. I think we still might be able to do this here. Jeez. I mean, look, I realize that's a different life. Puff Diddy and all these guys, but I do like find it really cathartic and chill to play these games and just go, how could people have gotten it wrong? Like, how could they have gotten it so wrong? Why do you have to be so crazy and hurt people and be so weird? Like, just play a fucking. This is what I'm gonna do. Here's my answer to life. You want to call me lazy? You want to say I've got no purpose? You go right ahead. This is how I'm living my life. I'm not hurting anybody. Nobody's accusing me of shit because I ain't doing shit. Right? I'm a guy, so I have to be careful of everything I do. I'm a white guy, so I have to be very careful about what I say, who I spend time with, who I represent myself with. I have to be very careful because I'm white. I have no excuses. I can't have excuses. I can't even really. I shouldn't even be saying that I'm white. Well, what are you? What are you? What are you saying? You know what I mean? You got to be very careful what you say. It's a known thing. It's almost like I've never seen white people talk to each other about this before, but like you're under a little bit more pressure because you have a responsibility because you're seen as privileged. Am I privileged? No, I'm not privileged. I didn't get shit from my family. But because I'm seen as a privileged guy, I've got to be very careful how I behave. I have to be the top of the line example for society. I have to make sure I say and do things carefully. So you know what happens? I play video games and I shut my mouth. I play video games and I shut the fuck up. I don't get in any trouble. I don't bother anybody. I'm telling you, it's not a game, man. This is crazy. I don't brag about it. I don't brag about anything. I don't talk about my exploits of this or that. I just quietly live my life. I hope that nobody tries to implicate me in something or try to accuse me of something that I didn't do. I limit the things I do so that you can't accuse me of it because I didn't do it. That's a funny rant. I half feel that way. I mean, I don't really feel. I mean, honestly, I don't really think about being a white guy. I'm half Italian. You know what I mean? But the part that people see, really, it is kind of interesting. It's a funny little rant because it is a rant, and I don't really mean it. But it is kind of funny. You are kind of seen as like privileged automatically sometimes just based on what you are. Like if you look another way, people automatically think I'll cross the street, and it's not fair, it's not right. It's just what it is. And we sort of have to live that way. And you know that if you're seen, let's try to go straight up with this is where we want to go right here. This is where we want to go. We have to go up. Oh, that's nice. But in a way, the rant was right in one way, which is that I do chill the fuck out. I don't do crazy stuff. I not that I would ever seek the thrill of like drugs or prostitute, whatever people do, but I'm even less enthralled by it because it would be so much easier or so much tougher as a guy to get away with that stuff because we're automatically you have a little bit. I think it's good to tell it for this perspective. Not everybody really understands what a guy has to go through the prejudices that guys have put on them. Sometimes for the better. We're seen as strong. We're seen as stronger. We have to put up with more shit a lot of times because we're just seen as like, yeah, that's like jobs that I've always had in my life have always been guy jobs because he's a guy. Hey, you lift those things, put that over there, and people don't talk sensitively to me because I'm a guy. They don't go excuse. If I was a girl, they'd go excuse me, honey, or they wouldn't say honey. They go excuse me, can you please? Well, you're a guy. They go just get that, do that, get that. Okay, they don't even look at you sometimes. They do this, point at you like that. As a guy, I've dealt with that most of my life, and I'm old. I'm not a young guy talking about this. I'm an old guy. If I was talking to you as a 20-year-old, you'd go, "Yeah, right. Like you're 20. What do you know?" I'm 50 years old. I've been dealing with this shit my whole life. All right? But this is not a complaint. I'm enjoying my life. I'm just saying I've learned to step the fuck out of the crazy limelight that everybody else is. I don't. That life isn't for me. It's kind of interesting the stuff that you talk about when you get like when you play games. That's why I love these kind of games because it allows you to kind of riff on stuff that's kind of in the back of your head. It doesn't always hold water. I would say probably 15% of what I said really I would agree with wholeheartedly. Some of it was just me ranting, just kind of getting shit off my chest. I'm pretty happy. I mean, I'm pretty happy guy. I'm pretty happy guy. I think the one thing we can all kind of agree on is that we're not Diddy and we're not going through what Diddy's got to go through. But Diddy brought it on himself. He's doing weird stuff with people and taking advantage of people, and he'll get what's coming to him for sure. And it is sad for all those people. Oh, come on, that's so close. That's what I wanted. Ah, no. Let me do one more, and I'll just do it a little bit further. Okay, can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. There you go. The whole Diddy thing, man. Jeez. I'm more interested in my Lakers actually than the Diddy thing. Oh shit. But this is kind of what you do. Like, you know, I got time off from work. Even if I didn't have time off from work, if I'm not working, this space where I can play games, and then your mind kind of is allowed to kind of go in these different places. And Diddy is definitely a thing that your mind goes to. My mind goes to it anyway. I'm like, it's really interesting. But there's a point where it's not interesting. Oh, that's a nice shot. There's a point where these stories where people are like taking advantage of people and stuff. I stop thinking about it at a certain point because it's so gross and so absurdly, disgustingly uh, what is the word, like, I was gonna say illegal, but it's like anything like that that takes away humanity from people is just is not even something I want to think about. The problem is, like, with the Diddy thing is a lot of the people that were exploited were there to be exploited. Okay, you could sit there and go, hey, what are you talking about? You think they wanted to be raped or whatever? No, but when if there were models at some party, they were there to a certain extent. They were there for the Diddy exploitation. Now, the fact that Diddy took so much advantage of it, obviously that was a problem, and that was bad. But if you open up
Relax.
a fucking drug den and
Business.
then you end up going to the drug den and you die, I'm sorry that you died, and I feel and I let's close that drug den. But some of the people that were at the drug den that died, you just have to chalk it up to they were there. They knew they had to at some point know the consequences. Now, if some of those people, I didn't know we were going to talk about this, but if some of the people in the Diddy thing were underage, then that's one thing you can say. Okay, well they and at some point we say that people are not responsible because they're young and they weren't able to sort of make we make excuses for young people, and I'm down with that. I think, yeah, we should try to protect people if we can, and sometimes you have to protect young people who just aren't 100% thinking on the level. But uh to keep on point, if you have a fucking party thing and it's known to have sex at parties, you should know not to be there. And if you're there and you're exploited, you're semi responsible for that, what comes out of that. You know what I mean? I mean, you have to really dig deep. Life is gray, not black and white, but like it is interesting. Anyway, whatever happens, it's all just a really weird and sad thing, and hopefully, it's going to take a while probably. But the good thing about these things is it breaks it up. Obviously, it was something that was going on a really long time that needed to end, and so I'm happy for the closure of a criminal enterprise. Anything that's gross like that, that's criminal, you just got to be happy that it's over. That's the one thing. You just go, well, I'm glad it's over. All right, I'm glad that it's over. I'm glad that he can't, exploit anybody else. Not to that level. Because clearly he's going to exploit more people. An exploiter exploits. But now that he's being exposed, he'll probably do some jail time. He'll probably end up running a prison. He's a very influential guy, and that's where he belongs. He's a business thug, really, which is interesting. We could talk about that because when my generation is the 70s, and when the 80s and 90s blew by so fast, by the time that the late 90s happened, there was a lot of thuggery happening. Now, when I was a kid, it was the Italian mafia. But as time goes on, these things take change and take shape, and there was a lot of hip hop stuff going on, thug stuff going on, and there was a lot of these rap mogul guys. And it's not a color thing. A lot of them were black, but it happened to happen. Hip hop became powerful, and where there's power and money. You got thugs coming in, and hip hop became kind of a thuggy business, and that's where a lot of these guys came from. This Diddy guy came from rap, and a lot of the glory of the rap was crime and secrets that everybody thought was cool and cute to be like, you know, quietly people are being victimized and shot, doing drugs, and selling drugs, and bragging about the drugs you sell and how white your coke is. And it's all real cute until years go by, and then these fucking idiots are doing crazy shit in their mansions. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's kind of interesting. Well, that's what happened to me. I was a big rap. I wasn't a rap. I wasn't a rapper, but I was a big rap fan when I was a kid. I used to listen to Basketball by Curtis Blow and stuff like that. And then when rap became like gangsta, I stopped listening to it because, for one thing, you didn't want to show that you were listening to that stuff. Employers were looking at you differently. People were looking at you differently, and people would start to think you wanted to be part of that thing. So, and that just didn't ring true for me, and I just didn't find it to be good music. And I think rap had its time. Once it became what it became with the thug stuff and the gang stuff, it lost me completely. Even the drug stuff, I'm not a drug guy. I've never been a drug guy. I've seen a lot of bad things happen to people with drugs. It's just not a good. There's nothing cute about drugs. Even pot, like it's nothing that I. It's cute to talk about 420 and stuff, but I've seen people actually have addictions to marijuana. So I don't know. This is stuff you talk about when you're streaming, you know. But it's interesting and very interested to see what happens with this. I think it's too big of a case to not go anywhere at this point. And I also think that once the FBI, please don't, once the FBI or the federal, or once they're raiding your house and stuff, and it gets that, they didn't just get permission 2 days ago. From what I understand, if you're rated, RAID, not rated like A to ABCD, if you're rated, they've gotten a lot of shit. They know what they're doing. They know what they're looking for. They've got a bunch of people signing off on it, going, "Yep, it's time. Do it. Go." You don't do something like that unless you fucking know, unless you absolutely know. And they knew. They know that Diddy's is doing something they shouldn't be doing. They've got enough people to testify. And they probably have some evidence already, whether they tracked it or they know that it's, yeah. So I would be surprised if Puff Diddy didn't do any time for that. I think for sure he's going to do uh, many years. But like I said, his whole thing is being a thug. So it's like, I love Mike Tyson, but when Mike Tyson went to prison, it was one of the best places you could put Mike Tyson because, oh no, because because Mike Tyson was from that world. Mike Tyson grew up like a gangbang, like a bad guy. Like he was a tough, violent criminal type
There's
of
a sound of my
dude.
bicycle rolling down the street.
He came from that world. So when Mike Tyson went to prison, he even said like it was one of the best places. He said that was his world. You know, I think Diddy will do fine in prison.
Fuck the city.
You know what I mean?
All of
He's
us want
also there's a lot to it, but Diddy will be fine in prison. And I don't think it's like at least with the Sam
and
Friedman
people really
guy
live
who
in Washington
to go to
Square.
another
They just
story,
live
the
on
guy
they
who
live
was
in
the
this lot.
billionaire dude that just ended up going to jail, right? This isn't a Diddy fucking podcast. We're talking all over the place. Just talking about general current events. Sam Friedman, the guy that was. Okay, we gotta be really careful here.
A kettle going off and the smell of
So that guy. All right, here we go. Wait, hold on. No. All right, why don't we do this? Why don't we do this? Hold on, I got it. I got it. I got this. I got this.
and for some reason I'm obsessed with the sound of the New York
I got this. I got this. I've got this. So Sam Freeman is the billionaire guy, right? So he did this. He like defund somehow made a lot of illegal, basically stole money from a lot of it, and got caught. And he's going to do a lot of time too. The difference between those two guys, I mean, which one is worse? You tell me. I would say the Diddy thing is probably worse, but then the other guy's thing is really bad too. It's both bad. I would say, talk about who's going to have a tougher time in prison. By the way, that's the way to go. We just need to work this a little bit more. Who's going to have a tougher time in prison? I would say, for sure, the Sam Friedman guy is, going to have a much tougher time in prison. But Sam Friedman will be in the white collar. He'll be like in a white collar prison. He's not a violent criminal. He's just like a white collar guy. So he'll probably end up in a you know minimum security type of thing. He's not going to try to escape. And that guy's got an interesting situation because he's kind of supposed to do like 25 years. But if you if you go to jail and you get sentenced to go to jail, you get a certain amount of time cut off for good behavior, and it's a crazy number. It's like it might be like 35%, something like that, of your time. There we go. That was hard shot. Ooh. Yeah, if you do jail time, if you get sentenced, you could get time off just for good behavior. And especially a guy like Sam Friedman, he's just going to go do his time. Now Diddy, that's a different story because he's going to get fucked with there. Even though he's going to be fine, he'll have people that have his back, but he's still going to get people fucking with him because he's Diddy and he's tough guy Diddy, and so people are going to want a piece of that. Everybody wants to play. Everybody wants a piece of the tough guy. It's one of the things about being a guy. You guarantee somebody's going to fuck with you anywhere you go. Somebody's going to. It's part of being a guy. You have to be ready for somebody to try to fucking get in your face, say something disrespectful, look at you a certain way. People want to see what what a what you're gonna do when you're a guy is a lot of that bullshit. There's no reason for it. It just is what it is. It's kind of like a dog pack type of thing. All right, this is interesting. Oh, okay. Is this kid gonna grab the ball or what? Okay? Now, apparently, back to the game here, which is a strange thing because we've been all over the place conversation wise. That little kid there is part of another game called Cub. Let me show you real quick. So that game, that little kid, if you look at this, turn that off. Uh, let's go golf club nostalgia, right? Um, there's a game called sorry, not Cub, the Cub. Yeah, there we go. It's this. It's kind of interesting.
Radio nostalgia for miles.
It's the same world,
Go.
right?
Go.
You're listening to the deepest tunes and warmest
It's the same
memories
exact thing
on
that we're
Radio
going.
Nostalgia from Mars.
So what we'll do is we'll buy this game, not right now because we're in the middle of playing. We'll buy this game, and then we'll buy the game, and we'll play it sometime. All right, let's go. Where is the cup actually? So then the ball will go back up to the top. Okay, cool. All right, great. Once we getting close to the end here. All right. Oh, okay. But I mean, I grew up listening to rap. I loved hip hop. The Diddy thing was not my thing. That was like he was more of a producer, and that was when like guys were just people were putting out music that was like about the realities of the tough New York streets, and then it was mostly about New York. I always heard about New York. Then it turned out to be like there's different cities in the world, right? So then it branched out. Everybody started writing about the problems and guns and selling and making crack and all this kind of shit. And that was just never. I'm honest when I say this. It's never a world that I thought was interesting. It's never something I bragged about. I never walked around with aspirations of being a drug rapper or whatever. Like I can't tell you. It's just not my world, you know. So the whole Diddy thing is kind of a lot of it's a mystery to me, but I remember when a lot of that shit was happening. You know, I was in my 20s in the 90s, so where are we hole wise here? Anyway, that's the end of this Diddy bullshit. I apologize if it. Oh, this is the last hole. We have to do the last hole. So this is the last hole of the game, and maybe we'll play some more poker. Maybe not. Let's take a look here. Oh, let's use our joystick then, I guess. It's the end of the game here. 35 holes, my friends. Oh, maybe that's where I live. Maybe that's where my. He took off his helmet and showed his friendly face. Mm. All right. That's the end of the game. So clearly that's the end. I don't think there's anything else to do here. All right. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and buy that game and we'll play that. People can take a look at that game. Let's see if there's any more poker games on here, man. Let's see if there's any more. All right, let's take a look here. Ba 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 ba. The 80 million is just too rich for my blood. All right, guys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna do it. That's the stream. We ran a late one tonight. We ran it long today. One of the longer streams. Uh, have a good one. If you're watching live, thanks for watching. Actually, it's not that long. We've only been doing this for an hour. That's great. Okay, cool. Everybody have a good one. Actually, you know what we'll do? This is the first time we've ever done this. We're going to do a bonus. We're going to do a double bonus stream today. Double bonus, my friends. This is another really cool game called Cats Organized Neatly. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to love this one. It's a really cute game. All right, that's perfect. Let's go. Wait, where are we? actually incredibly close. Let's see. It's funny to do that sound because usually if I do that sound, it's like, somebody just said something that like really hit home, and I'm like, or somebody's like, you know what I really like, and I'm like, what? And they're like, mozzarella cheese balls with kind of like a fried dough on top, and I go with marinara sauce, and I go, and I just did that with this game. So just gonna show you where we are. All right, let's see. Actually, these two are made for each other. Because that shape right there is perfect for those guys. Then this guy almost perfect for that. Let's see. Yeah, these two are so good together. It's like, that's gotta happen. It almost seems like. This guy's like is kind of a limited. There's only so much you can do with him. That's the problem with this guy. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. Too big. Don't tell him I said that. Let's see. Don't you tell him. Don't you tell him. Don't you tell him I said that. Don't tell him I said. Don't. Alright. This game will get you in a silly mood. You will just be talking ridiculous silliness with this game. I'm telling you. Music's great too. So what do these two look like together? This is gonna be a weird mix and match with these two. And I don't know what the final shape is gonna look like here. This thing would go good here. Like this guy. Goes good there. It's a nice little mix, little mixture. This guy could take up a lot of space there. The problem with these guys they really don't have much. Yeah, you have to do certain things with those guys. There's certain things you can only do with those guys. And this guy's tricky too, because this guy can only do certain things as well. Like he's not really. Okay. This guy's so big that he's very limited in what he can do as well. This guy could go here. This guy's a big, big, big guy. This guy would have to go. The fat cat. All right, I give up. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. I'm gonna get out of here. Sorry I couldn't solve that puzzle there. My name is Van Pebble, and we're having fun today. That's all we're doing. We're just relaxing. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I will be back tomorrow afternoon where we will take a look at. Let's take a look at it right now, as a matter of fact. Um, This is the game list here. Bought a bunch of new games. I would like to just try some new games out tomorrow, so we'll see what that looks like. We've got puzzle games. I think Monument Valley 2 is a game I want to pull out very soon. Boxes is a game, since we just got rid of House of Da Vinci 2, I think we're going to start playing Boxes and House of Da Vinci 3. But I think Boxes is a game I think we're going to throw out next as far as the puzzle game goes. And that's just going to do it for me. We got a bunch of other games to play. Dave the Diver, we played that before, but still got a lot more to go. Mad Max, we just got this new game called Hypnospace Outlaw, which is weird. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm cooked. I'm going to spend the rest of my night just watching movies and chilling out. I hope you have a good week. Yeah. This is my weekend. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll talk to you later. Have a great night. Peace. Thank you.